Okay, this video is how do I level a cake? So we want to make it the same size so we can layer it. So what I use is this leveler because I cannot, a lot of people can use a knife and just cut straight across and it'd be level. I can't do that for whatever reason. I can't. I'm I'm not that steady. So I use a leveler, and you can get these online at Amazon. I got this one at Hobby Lobby. This brand is the Sunnyside Bakery. If you can see that, Sunnyside Bakery. And it was $6.99, and Hobby Lobby always have 50% off a lot of times on their baking section, so it only cost me $3. But you do have to be real careful with these. This is like my third one. If you treat it real rough, these will break. So you have to be careful. So I actually just bought this last night because my other one broke. But anyway, as you can see, I have two cakes here. And one is thicker, higher in height than, not thicker, but higher in height than the other. And so first I want to get this off the top. I like to take the tops off. You don't have to, but I do. And so on the leveler, it has numbers on the leveler that goes from 1 to 9. And that just tells you basically need to figure out what height you want your layers to be in your cake. And so I want my layers to be about this height, which is on the number 5. So you just have to make sure both sides are on 5. And that's how you know it's level. So what you do is be careful. Some of these are a way sharper than the others. I noticed this one is not as sharp as the one that I had before. But be careful when I put it up. I normally put Reynolds wrap along here just in case if someone is going into my baker's drawer, they don't get cut by reaching for something by this. So I tend to use Reynolds wrap to wrap it up. But anyway, you just hold your hand on the cake and basically just start easily cutting through like so. And you know your cake is level. And I have my cakes on parchment paper. I use parchment paper a lot. And so I've cut it. It still has a little rise, it seems like, on here. So just gonna cut that off. Got a little hump right there. So let's get that level and shaved off. So that's that one. And your scraps, some people throw their scraps in the trash. I tend to save mine and put it in a Ziploc bag. You can make cake pops out of scraps instead of having to make a whole nother cake to make cake pops. So just a thought, to use it for other things. So this one is a little lower, but I want it to be the same as that one. So I'm gonna start cutting straight across. And just make sure it stays flat on the surface. And be careful on the ends because you want it not to take more than what it's supposed to take off. But this one has less to take off because it was shorter to begin with. And you can just run it back through just to make sure you get all the pieces that might be sticking up. And so now, in both of these, you have two cakes that are level, 2 layers that are level. Do one more time. Get that part off. Yep, 2 level cakes that you can work with. So I have more than these too, but I was just using these as an example. If you do have, I tend to cut the edges a little bit. Some people like crunching a little bit on the cake, you know, when it gets a little done on the edges. I tend to pick mine off or shave it off with a knife. You don't have to, but I do it. I tell you, I do it sometimes. I don't do it all the time. And but there you have it. That's how you level your cakes into cake layers that are the same. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks.